Hare Krishna. Pranam, my friends. This is a long time coming for me. It's been on my mind for a little while to be able to share and discuss one of my favorite bhakti literatures, and that is Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur's Madhurya Kadambini. I've in the past given different lectures through Zoom and different platforms, and have talked about it with different friends and in different ways. And now this is my movement towards sharing and serving the Vaishnava community, and more than anything, for my own spiritual edification. I want to begin this book reading, discussion, dialogue. I want it to be a dialogue between my friends and the larger worldwide Bhakti Yoga Vaishnava community, Gaudiya Vaishnavism. And with that, I will be reading all the way through this version of Madhurya Kadambini that I bought in Vrindavan, India, just last month. And so I'm just going to open it up here. And I want to give a special thanks to a very special devotee there in Vrindavan who serves in Krishna Balaram Mandir. You know who you are? Pranam. Thank you so much. And so this is a brand new Srila Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur's Madhurya Kadambini. Brand new, sealed. And today will be the day that this kind of book club, let's say, begins. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. So I begin by asking permission and blessings from my Gurudev, His Grace, Bhaktivedanta Triparari Swami, and the lineage, Bhaktivinoda Thakur Parivar. Om Agyanati Mirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshuran Militang Yena Tasmai Shri Gurudev Namaha. And so the purpose of these videos is for mostly my edification, and to be able to share the wealth of beautiful insights and spiritual wisdom that is inside this book. My background is in psychology, and as a hypnotherapist, as a breathwork facilitator, and mind discipline coach, I've utilized this book from other readings, from other translators over time. It has helped me in my progression, in my bhakti, in my path, in my practice. It has, I believe at its core, the actual kind of psychological ways we've all navigate as sadhakas in this world, and especially this modern era of over-information. So many books, so many titles, so many authors, so many videos, right? So this is going to be a pure focus, reading from cover to cover, and engaging in dialogue and other presentations in between these classes, in between these videos. And more than anything, I want to also give a Western psychological perspective as to how one manages the mind, the heart, and the body in one spiritual practice in Gaudiya Vaishnavism. So without delay, this is translated from the Hindi edition by Sri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. And so I ask for his blessings. I ask for the blessings of a Guru Vargya, Sampradaya, and again, my Guru Maharaj. Madhurya Kadambini, a cloud bank of nectar, is a cherished companion, inspiration and guide to one's momentous inner journey. It illuminates the nature of bhakti, selfless devotion. The sequence of symptoms indicating bhakti's blossoming and the practices integral to the tangible spiritual progress, showering its ambrosial rain upon the heart. It gives full nourishment to the wish-fulfilling vine of devotion. Srila Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur in the 17th century is venerated for protecting and revealing the most esoteric secrets of Gaudiya Vaishnavism, Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition. Among his works, and indeed among all texts on devotion, this Madhurya Kadambini is unique for the insight it gives on the stages of bhakti. Beautiful, beautiful cover. And I do believe it comes with, oh yes, here's a photo of Bhaktivedanta Narayan Maharaj Goswami. It is through his blessings and his disciples' blessings that this is all possible. And it comes with a very beautiful poster that I'll probably hang up behind me, as I will be referring to it quite often. So with that, let's continue reading. Printed in 2018 by Srila Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur, Bhavanudabad translation, and author's intent in Piyusavarnishi Vritti, the commentary that showers nectar. So it would be lovely if you can get yourself a copy of this book, either physical or digital. I'll have linked below in the description where you can get a digital copy so you can follow along with me as I discuss what it entails, and in this practice. I'll have another video with an introduction of who I am, what I'm all about, and why I'm doing this. Published by the inspiration of my most worshipable, causelessly merciful Gurupad Padma, Nitya Lila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pad, Ashtottadashata Sri Srimad Bhakti Prajna Keshav Goswami Maharaj. Although it is already his, we offer this publication to his lotus hands. Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami. So we will go through the introduction, the preface, and it's broken up by 4 showers. The first shower, preeminence of bhakti. Second shower, delineation of the first 3 stages of bhakti. Third shower, elimination of all impediments to bhakti. Fourth shower, flow of ambrosia. Oh no, there's more than 4 showers. Fifth shower, realization of transcendental taste. Sixth shower, enchantment of the heart. Seventh shower, flow of divine rapture. Eighth shower, absolute fulfillment of the soul's yearning. So there are 8 showers in total, including a glossary and index. And we first begin, of course, by continual glorification and remembrance of our Guru Vargya, Bhaktivinoda Parivar, Keshav Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Pragnag Maharaj, Keshav Maharaj, and the most venerable, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. And of course, the author of the book, Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur. This will be mostly unedited and shot as it is. So it'll be very much real, upfront, and candid of my reading and commentary from my experience of following Gaudiya Vaishnavism for almost 20 years. Introduction to the Hindi edition. It brings me boundless joy that today, by the causeless mercy and inspiration of my most worshipable Gurupad Padma, Nitya Lila Pravishta Ong Vishnupad, Ashtotara Shatra Sri Srimad Bhakti Pragnag Keshav Goswami Maharaj, we are presenting for his pleasure this edition of Madhurya Kadambini, a text written by Srila Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur, the highly exalted crown jewel of Sri Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas. In this text, Srila Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur has presented in faithful adherence to Sri Rupa Goswami a beautiful deliberation on the sequence of sadhana bhakti, shraddha, bhajana kriya, anartha nivritti, nishta, ruchi, asakti, and bhav, or rati. Life story of Srila Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur. Srila Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur took his divine birth in a family of Brahmanas from the Radhiya community of the Nadia district in West Bengal. He was celebrated by the name Hari Vallabha and had 2 elder brothers, Ramabhadra and Raghunath. During his childhood, he completed his study of grammar in the village of Devagram. He then studied devotional scriptures at the home of his spiritual master in the Sayadabad village of the Murshidabad district. While living in Sayadabad, he wrote Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Bindu, Ujvala Nilamani Kirana, and Bhagavatamrita Kana. Soon after, he renounced household life and went to Vrindavan, where he wrote many other books and commentaries. After the disappearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the 6 Goswamis of Braj, the current of unalloyed devotion, Shuddha Bhakti, continued to flow by the influence of 3 great personalities, Sri Narottam Das Thakur, Sri Nivas Acharya, and Sri Shyamananda Prabhu. Srila Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur is 4th in the line of disciplic succession coming from Srila Narottam Das Thakur. A disciple of Srila Narottam Das Thakur, Srila Ganga Narayan Chakravarti Mahashai, lived in Balachara, Gambhila, in the Murshidabad district. He had a daughter named Vishnupriya, but no sons. So he adopted a devotee named Sri Krishna Charana. Krishna Charana was the youngest son of another disciple of Narottam Das Thakur named Ramakrishna Bhattacharya, who was from the Varendra community of the Brahmana families. Sri Krishna Charana's disciple was Sri Radha Ramana Chakravarti, the spiritual master of Srila Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur. In Sharartha Darshani, Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur's commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam, he has written the following verse at the beginning of Rasa Panchadhyaya, the 5 chapters on the 10th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, that describes Sri Krishna's Rasa dance with the gopis. Sri Ram Krishna Ganga Charanannatva Guranuru Premana Sri Lanaratam Nata Sri Goranga Prabhum Naumi. Here, the name Sri Ram refers to Sri Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur's spiritual master, Sri Radha Raman. Krishna refers to his grand spiritual master. Sri Krishna Charana, Ganga Charana, refers to his great and grand spiritual master, Sri Ganga Charana. Narottam refers to his great grand spiritual master, Srila Narottam Das Thakur. And the word Nata refers to Srila Narottam Thakur's spiritual master, Sri Lokanath Goswami. In this way, he offers obeisances to all those in his disciplic succession upon Sriman Mahaprabhu. Refuting the opinions of the Atibadi Rupa Kaviraj. Hemalata Thakurani was the learned Vaishnavi daughter of Srinivas Acharya. Once, an estranged disciple of hers named Rupa Kaviraj connoted his own doctrine, which opposed the philosophical conceptions of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. He taught that the position of Acharya could only be occupied by the renounced order, never by a householder. Rupa Kaviraj's aim was to completely disregard the necessity of following Vidhi Marg, the path of regulated devotional practice, and to propagate a so-called Rag Marg, doctrine of spontaneous attraction, that was undisciplined and disorderly. His new doctrine stated that one could abandon the practices of hearing and chanting and practice Raganuga Bhakti by remembrance alone. For this, Hemalata Thakurani ensured that Rupa Kaviraj was expelled from the Gaudiya Vaishnava community. Since that time, Gaudiya Vaishnavas have known him as the Atibadi, a person from whom won the 11 unauthorized Sahaja communities that concoct their own method of devotional service. Fortunately, Srila Chakravarti Thakur was present at this time, and he refuted Rupa Kaviraj's false conclusions in the Sharartha Darshani commentary of the 3rd canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Srila Chakravarti proved unequivocally that the qualified householder, descendants of an acharya, may act as an acharya. He said that it is unlawful and contrary to the statements of scripture for unfit descendants of acharya families to adopt the title Goswami out of greed for his disciples and wealth. Householder disciples in the line of Srila Nityananda Prabhu's son, Virabhadra, and descendants of rejected sons of Sri Advaita Acharya award and accept the title Goswami, an action considered improper by Vaishnava Acharyas. Although Srila Chakravarti Thakur acted as an Acharya in order to instruct the foolish and the unfit descendants of the Acharya families of modern times, he personally never used the title Goswami. Protecting the honor of Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya through the Baladev, through Srila Baladev Vyabhushana, Vidyabhushana. When Srila Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur became very old, he spent most of his time in a semi-conscious state, deeply absorbed in bhajan. During that time, a debate broke out in Jaipur between the Gaudiya Vaishnavas and other Vaishnavas who supported the doctrine of Swakiya Vada, or the Lord's pastimes of wedded love. The Vaishnavas from the antagonistic camp had led King Jai Singh II of Jaipur to believe that worship of Srimati Radhika with Sri Govindadev is not supported in the scriptures. Their contention was that Srimati Radhika's name is neither mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam nor in the Vishnu Purana, in that she was never married to Sri Krishna according to Vedic injunctions. The antagonistic Vaishnavas further objected that the Gaudiya Vaishnavas did not belong to the recognized sampradaya, or line of disciplic succession. From time immemorial, there have been 4 Vaishnava sampradayas. 1. The Sri Sampradaya, disciplic succession headed by Lakshmi Devi, the goddess of fortune. 2. The Brahma Sampradaya, the disciplic succession headed by Lord Brahma. And the Rudra, third, the Rudra Sampradaya, the disciplic succession headed by Lord Shiva. And 4, the Sanaka Kumar Sampradaya, the disciplic succession headed by Sanat Kumara, the eldest of the 4 sons of Brahma. In this age of Kali, the principal acharyas of these 4 sampradayas are respectively 1. Sri Ramanuja, 2. Sri Madhva, 3. Sri Vishnu Swami, 4. Sri Nimbaditya. The antagonistic Vaishnavas said that Gaudiya Vaishnavas were outside these 4 sampradayas, and therefore without pure lineage. Further, they argued that because Gaudiya Vaishnavas did not have any of their own commentary on Brahma Sutra, also known as Vedanta Sutra, the philosophical treatise written by Vyasadeva, which consists of succinct aphorisms that embody the essential meaning of the Upanishads. They cannot be regarded as a genuine Vaishnava sect belonging to any genuine disciplic succession. Maharaj Jai Singh knew that the prominent Gaudiya Vaishnava acharyas of Vrindavan were followers of Sri Rupa Goswami, and he invited them to Jaipur to take up the challenge of Sri Ramanuja's Vaishnavas. Srila Chakravarti Thakur was very old at the time and fully absorbed in transcendental bliss of bhajan. So he sent to his student, Sri Baladev Vijabhushana, to address the Jaipur assembly. Gaudiya Vaishnava Vedantacharya, Sri Baladev Vidyabhushana, the crown jewel of the assembly of learned scholars and the greatest among exalted teachers of Vedanta, left for Jaipur, accompanied by Srila Chakravarti Thakur's disciple, Sri Krishna Dev. The caste Goswamis had forgotten their own connection with the Madhva Sampradaya and disrespected the Gaudiya Vaishnava's doctrinal view, saying that it has no connection with Vedanta. This caused considerable disturbance to the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Srila Baladev Vidyabhushana, however, used irrefutable logic combined with powerful scriptural evidence to prove Gaudiya Sampradaya to be pure Vaishnava Sampradaya in the line of Sri Madhvacharya, called the Sri Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. Srila Jiva Goswami, Srila Kavi Karnapur, and other previous acharyas also accepted this as a fact. The Gaudiya Vaishnavas accept Srimad Bhagavatam as the natural commentary on Vedanta Sutra. For this reason, no one in the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya had written a separate commentary on Vedanta Sutra. The name of Srimati Radhika, the personification of the pleasure-giving potency, Hladini Shakti, and the eternal beloved of Sri Krishna, is mentioned in the various Puranas. Srimati Radhika is referred in a very concealed and mystical manner in various places throughout Srimad Bhagavatam, particularly in the 10th canto in connection with the description of Lord's Vrindavan pastimes. Only Rasika and Bhavuka devotees conversant with the conclusions of the scriptures can understand this confidential mystery. In the learned assembly in Jaipur, Srila Baladev Vidyabhushana refuted the arguments and doubts of the opposing party, and they were silenced by his presentation. He established that the Gaudiya Vaishnavas are in disciplic succession of Sri Madhvacharya. Despite his victory, however, the contesting party did not accept Gaudiya Sampradaya to be of pure Vaishnava lineage, because the Gaudiyas had no commentary on Vedanta Sutra. Srila Baladev Vidyabhushana therefore composed the famous Gaudiya commentary, Sri Govinda Bhasya. Once again, the worship of Sri Sri Radha Govinda commenced in the temple of Sri Govindadev, and the validity of the Sri Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya was firmly established. It was only on the authority of Srila Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur that Sri Baladev Vidyabhushana composed Sri Govinda Bhasya and proved the connection of Gaudiya Vaishnavas with Madhva Sampradaya. There is no other scope for any doubt in this regard. The accomplishment of Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur performed on behalf of the Sampradaya will remain inscribed in golden letters in the annals of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. Attaining the meaning of Kam Gayatri by the mercy of Srimati Radhika. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has described a special event in Mantrartha Deepika, a book personally compiled by him. Once while studying and teaching Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, he came upon a verse describing the meaning of the Kam Gayatri mantra. Kam Gayatri mantra rupa hasya krishnera swarup sarda chabhisha akshara tharahai se akshara chandrahai krishna kori udai tri jagat kaila kam maya. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 21.125. The Kam Gayatri is identical with Sri Krishna. It is the king of mantras. There are 24.5 syllables, and each syllable is a full moon. This aggregate of moons causes the moon of Sri Krishna to rise and fill the three worlds with prema. This verse establishes that Kam Gayatri is composed of 24.5 syllables, but despite deep deliberation, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur could not ascertain which syllable in the mantra was the half syllable. He scrutinized grammar books, Puranas, Tantras, scriptures, dealing with drama and rhetoric, and other great texts. Among the vowel and consonant groups of Sri Harinamrita Vyakarana, the Sanskrit grammar methodology of Sri Jiva Goswami, he found mention of only 50 letters. He also studied the arrangement of letters, matrika, in texts such as Ratika Yasya, and in the Radhika Sahasra Nam Stotra, in the Brahan Naradhiya Purana. He found that Vrindavaneshwari Srimati Radhika is also called Panchashad Varni Rupini, one whose form is composed of 50 syllables. In all the literatures he studied, however, he found mention of only 50 vowels and consonants. There was no mention of a half syllable. Srila Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur's doubt increased. He wondered whether Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami had made a mistake in his writing. Of course, this could not have been possible, as Srila Kaviraj is omniscient and therefore free from material defects, such as falling into illusion or error. If a fragment letter T, the final letter of the Kam Gayatri, were taken as the half syllable, then Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami would be guilty of the fault of disorder. For in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila 21.126 through 128, he has given the following description. Sakhi hai Krishna Mukha Dvija Raj Raj, Krishna Vapu Singhasane Boshi Raja Sasane, Kare Sange Chandrera Samaj, Dui Ganda Suchikana, Jimi Mani Sudharpana, Se Dhui Purna Chandra Jani, Lalate Ashtami Indu, Tahate Chandana Bindu, Se Eka Purna Chandra Mani, Karanaka Chander Hata, Vangshir Upakaranata, Taragita Muralira Tana, Para Naka Chandragana, Talakaret Naratana, Nuperera, Nupurera, Dwani Jaragana. In these lines, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami describes Sri Krishna's face as first full moon. His cheeks are 2 full moons, and the dot of sandalwood on his upper portion of his head is the 4th full moon. And just below this moon, on the 8th day, Ashtami, in other words, a half moon. According to this description, the 5th syllable is a half syllable. Yet if fragmented T, the final letter in the Kam Gayatri mantra, is seen to be a half syllable, then the 5th syllable cannot be seen as such. Srila Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur was in a profound dilemma. Because he could not decipher the mysterious half syllable, he concluded that if the syllable would not reveal themselves, he would be unable to behold the worshipable deity of the mantra. He decided that if he could not obtain the audience of a revered deity of the mantra, it would be better to die. Thinking in this way, he set out at night to the banks of Radha Kund to give up his own life. After the second division of the night had passed, Sri Chakravarti Thakur fell into light sleep. At that time, the daughter of Vrishabhanu Maharaj, Srimati Radhika, appeared before him. Quote, "O Vishwanath, O Hari Vallabha," she said affectionately, "do not lament. What Krishnadas Kaviraj has written is the absolute truth. By my grace, he knows all the inner sentiments of my heart. Have no doubt about his statements. The Kam Gayatri is a mantra to worship my dearly beloved, and me, and we become revealed to the devotees through the syllables of this mantra. No one can know us without my kindness. The half syllable is described in the book Varna Agama Pashvat. It was after consulting this text that Krishnadas Kaviraj determined the actual identity of the Kam Gayatri. Study this book and broadcast its meaning for the benefit of all faithful people. When he heard these instructions from Vrishabhanu Nandini, Srimati Radhika herself, Srila Chakravarti Thakur arose, calling out in a great lamentation, quote, "O Radha, O Radha!" After regaining composure, he proceeded to carry out Srimati Radhika's orders. According to Srimati Radhika's indication, the letter ya, quote, ya, preceding, quote, V, in the mantra is considered a half syllable, and all other syllables are full syllables or full moons. Thus, by Srimati Radhika's mercy, Srila Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur became acquainted with the deep meaning of the mantra. He attained the direct audience of his worshipable deity and his internal perfected spiritual body, Siddhadeha. He was able to participate in the Lord's eternal pastimes as his loving associate. He established the deity of Sri Gokulananda on the bank of Radhakund. And while residing there, he experienced the sweetness, Madhurya, of the eternal pastimes of Sri Vrindavan. It was at this time that he wrote his Sukhavartini commentary on Srila Kavi Karnapur's Anandavardhana Champu and stated therein, Radha Parashtira Kutira Vartina Prapvavya Vrindavan Chakravartinaha Ananda Champu Virvirti Pravrittina Santogatir Me Sumaha Nivartinaha. I, Chakravarti, completely leave aside all other things and only desire to attain Sri Vrindavan, residing in a simple hut on the banks of Sri Radhakund, the topmost place of Sri Radha's pastimes. I write this commentary on Ananda Vardhana Champu. In his old age, Srila Visvanatha, Srila Chakravarti Thakur spent most of his time in either a full internal state or in a semi-conscious state, deeply absorbed in bhajan. His principal disciple, Sri Baladev Vidyabhushan, took over the responsibility of teaching the scriptures. Re-establishing the doctrine of Parakya. When a slight decline in the influence of the six Goswamis in Sri Vrindavan took place, a controversy arose around the doctrine of wedded love, Swakiyavad, versus the doctrine of paramour love, Parakiyavad. To dispel the misconceptions regarding Swakiyavad, Srila Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur wrote Rag Vartma Chandrika and Gopi Premamrita, both which are replete with spiritual philosophical conclusions. Thereafter, in his Ananda Chandrika, commentary on the verse Lagutvam Atra Yat Proktam of Ujvala Nilamani 1.21, he showered that the theory of Swakiyavad was fallacious, and with scriptural evidence and irrefutable logic, he established the conception of Parakya. Further, in his Sharartha Darshani commentary in Srimad Bhagavatam, he gave strong support to Parakya Bhav. Once, certain scholars opposed the conclusions of Srila Chakravarti Thakur on worship in the mood of Parakya. When he defeated them with superior erudition and sound reasoning, they resolved out of envy to kill him. They knew that Sri Chakravarti Thakur would circumambulate Sri Vrindavan every morning. So they hid in the dark, dense groves and waited for him to walk by. As his adversaries watched him approach, he suddenly disappeared, and in his place, a beautiful young girl of Braj appeared, picking flowers with her friends. The scholars asked that girl, "Oh Lali, young girl, just a moment ago a great personality was coming this way. Where has he gone?" The girl replied, "I saw him, but I do not know where he has gone." The sight of her astonishing beauty, sidelong glances, and graceful manner and gentle smile captivated the assembly of scholars. All impurities in their minds were removed and their hearts melted. They asked the girl who she was, and she replied, "I am a maidservant of my mistress, Srimati Radhika. She is presently in her in-laws' house at Yavat. She has sent me here to pick flowers." The battery ran low on my camera. I put up the poster, and you can see how it looks. We'll go through it a bit more as we read and finish this introduction. So continuing, I'll reread the last sentence. She is presently in her in-laws' house at Yavat. She has sent me here to pick flowers. Having spoken thus, the girl disappeared, and in her place the scholars saw Srila Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur once again. The scholars fell at his feet and prayed for forgiveness, and Srila Chakravarti Thakur forgave them all. There are many such astonishing occurrences in the life of Srila Chakravarti Thakur. In this way, Srila Chakravarti Thakur refuted the theory of Swakiyavat and established the truth of pure Parakya, an achievement of great import for the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Srila Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur not only protected the integrity of Sri Gaudiya Vaishnava Dharma, but he also established its essence in Sri Vrindavan. Anyone who evaluates this accomplishment will be struck with wonder at this uncommon genius. Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas have composed the following verse in praise of his extraordinary work. Visvanatha rupo sau bhakti vartma pradharshanat bhakta chakravarti tattvat chakravarti akyaya bhavat. He is known by the name of Visvanatha, Lord of the universe, because he indicates and illuminates the path of bhakti. And he is known as Chakravarti because he always remains within the assembly of pure devotees. Therefore, his name is Visvanatha Chakravarti. In about 1754 in Vrindavan, on the 5th day of the bright fortnight in the moon of Magha through January and February, when Srila Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur was approximately 100 years old, he left this material world, deeply absorbed in internal consciousness. His samadhi stands today next to the temple of Sri Sri Radha Gokulananda in Sridham, Vrindavan. The glories and legacy of Srila Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur. Following in the footsteps of Srila Rupa Goswami, Srila Chakravarti Thakur composed an abundance of transcendental literature on bhakti, thereby establishing in this world the innermost desire of Sriman Mahaprabhu's heart. He also refuted faulty Siddhanta, opposing genuine Rupanuga conceptions, and is thus revered in the Gaudiya Vaishnava society as the illustrious Acharya and authoritative, self-realized soul. He is renowned as a great transcendental philosopher, a poet, a rasic devotee. The Vaishnava poet Krishna Das has written the following lines in the conclusion of his translation of Srila Chakravarti Thakur's Madhurya Kadambini. Madhurya Kadambini Granta Jagat Kailodhanya Chakravarti Mukhe Vakta Apani Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Srila Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur has blessed the whole world by writing Madhurya Kadambini. In reality, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has spoken this work through the mouth of Srila Chakravarti Thakur. Keho kahan Chakravarti Sri Ruper Avatar, Katine ye Tattva Saral Korite Prachar. Some say that Srila Chakravarti Thakur is an incarnation of Srila Rupa Goswami. He is expert in the art of describing complex truths in a way that is easily understood. Ohe Guna Nidhi Sri Visvanatha Chakravarti Ki Chanibo Tomar Guna Mui Mudhamati. O ocean of mercy, Srila Visvanatha Chakravarti Thakur, I am a foolish person, so how can I understand your qualities? Therefore, kindly reveal your transcendental qualities within my heart. This is my prayer at your lotus feet. Few Gaudiya Vaishnavacharyas have written as many books as Srila Chakravarti Thakur. The following adage regarding 3 of his books is popular among Vaishnavas to this day. Quote, Kiran Bhindukan, E Tina Niye Vaishnava Pana, having attained a proper understanding of these 3 books, Ujjvala Nilamani Kirana, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Bindu, and Bhagavatamrita Khan, one can claim to be a Vaishnava. Below is a list of his books, commentaries, and prayers, which comprise a storehouse of incomparable wealth of Gaudiya Vaishnava devotional literature. 1. Vraj Rita Chintamani. 2. Chamatkar Chandrika. 3. Prema Samputta. Khanda Kavya. 4. Gitavali. 5. Subodhini. Alankara Kaustuba Tika. 6. Ananda Chandrika. Ujjvala Nilamani Tika. 7. Tika on Sri Gopal Tapani. 8. Stavamrita Lahari, Waves of Nectarian Prayers, which include Sri Guru Tattvashtaka, Mantra Dattart Guror Ashtaka, Parama Guror Ashtaka, Paratpara Guro Ashtaka, Parama Paratpara Guror Ashtaka, Sri Lokanathashtaka, Sri Sachitanandastaka, Sri Swarup Charitamrita, Sri Swapana Lilamrita, Sri Gopal Devashtaka, Sri Madanan Mahonashtaka, Sri Govindashtaka, Sri Gopinathashtaka, Sri Gokulanandashtaka, Swayam Bhagavad Ashtaka, Sri Radha Kundasthakara, Jagan Mohanashtaka, Anurag Vali, Sri Vrinda Devasyatakam, Sri Radhika Dhyayanamrita, Sri Rupa Chintamani, Sri Nandishvarashtaka, Sri Vrindavanathashtaka, Sri Govardhanashtaka, Sri Sankalpa Kalpadhruma, Sri Nikunja Virudhavali, Virudkavya, laudatory poetry, Surat Kathamrita, and Sri Shyam Kundastaka. 9. Sri Krishna Bhavanamrita Mahakavya. 10. Bhagavatamrita Kana. 11. Sri Ujjvala Nilamani Kiran. 12. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Bindu. 13. Rag Vartma Chandrika. 14. Aishvarya Kadambini, which is actually not available anymore. Madhurya Kadambini. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Tika. 17. Dana Keli Kamudhi Tika. 18. Sri Lalita Madhava Nataka Tika. 19. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Tika. incomplete. 20. Brahma Sanghita Tika. 21. Srimad Bhagavad Gita Sharartha Varshani Tika. And 22. Srimad Bhagavatam Sharartha Darshani Tika. My most worshipable spiritual master, Om Vishnupad Ashtotara Shatara Sri Srimad Bhakti Prajna Keshav Goswami Maharaj, is the protector of the Gaudiya Sampradaya and the founder Acharya of the Sri Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti and the Gaudiya Mats under its jurisdiction. He is the lion-like spiritual preceptor who guides others by his own example. Acharya Keshari. Apart from the composing of his own books, he has republished in Bengali language the books of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and other previous acharyas. Today, by his hearty desire, encouragement, and causeless mercy, the translations of books such as Jaiva Dharma, Sri Chaitanya Shakshamrita, Sri Shikshashtaka, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Bindhu, Ujjvala Nilamani Kiran, Bhagavatamrita Khan, Sri Gita Govinda, Bhajan Rahasya, Gaudiya Gita Guch, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Sri Venu Gita, Bhakti Tattva Gita, Vaishnav Siddhanta Mala, Sri Brahma Sanghita, Ragvartma Chandrika, Sri Brihad Bhagavatamrita, Gaudiya Kantakara, Sri Prema Samputa, and other important works have been and continue to be translated and printed in Hindi, the national language of India. I have complete faith that those who thirst for bhakti, especially those who are practitioners of Raganuga Bhakti, are eager to attain Braj Ras, will receive this book with great reverence, and that faithfully, people who study this book will attain the qualification to attain the wealth of prema of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Finally, may the condensed form of Bhagavan's compassion by most worshipable Srila Gurupad Padma shower his mercy upon me, so that I may attain even more of the service which fulfills his innermost desire. This is my humble prayer at the lotus feet, which bestow prema. Alamiti vistrarena. Everything that needed to be said has now been said. Praying for a particle of mercy of Sri Hari, Guru and the Vaishnavas, humble and insignificant, Sri Dandi Bhikshu Bhakti Vedanta Narayan, on the appearance day of Sri Madhvacharya, 2nd of October 2006, 520 Chaitanya Bhaya. Chaitanya Daba. So we'll conclude there. We'll read the editor's preface next time, and then have a little sharing of my experience with other copies of Madhurya Kadambini, and we'll see what manifests from this. I'm taking this up as a service on my head, and I feel extremely grateful to be able to just reiterate our Acharya's writings, teachings, and examples. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpaturvyascha kripasindhubheva cha patitanang pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.